Hi everyone, welcome to Adham Academy online classes. So till yesterday we have discussed about reading comprehension as well as other topics, and today we will be discussing a new topic, that is para jumbles. So let's start, and before starting I would like to tell that para jumbles we have to practice as much as we can, because there is no specific method. There are some methods but it needs more practice. So let's start. Type 1, noun pronoun relationship approach. If noun pronoun relationships, so what is noun pronoun relationship? If I say that Ram is a good boy and Ram studies in class 10th, so here Ram is noun and he is a good boy is actually noun, and what he does, so we are telling that he studies, so he here is the pronoun. So we don't use the word Ram again and again in the subsequent sentences. So this is the work of noun and this is the work of pronoun. So noun is generally used when we actually make, जब हम लोगों उसको पर्सन को फर्स्ट टाइम बोलते हैं, फर्स्ट टाइम हम उसको बताते हैं, उसको इंट्रोड्यूस कराते हैं, और जो प्रोनाउन होता है उसको लेटर सब्सिक्वेंटली इंट्रोड्यूस कराने में यूज़ होता है. सो in noun pronoun relationships we know that the noun will come first and will be referred to later using suitable pronouns. Study the following example. People can get, so this is our first example, so we will study it and we'll try to arrange this sentence. People can get infected by handling reptiles and then touching their mouths or on open cut. At first they look at the perfect pets, exotic, quiet and tidy. A study estimates that in 1995 there were as many as 6,700 reptile-caused salmonella infections. But lizards and other pets can harbor a salmonella bacterium that makes people sick. So here these are the key different words which you might have not heard. So one word is exotic. What is exotic? Exotic is something which is extraordinary or which is different from what is normal. So we can say that I have eaten an exotic ice cream yesterday. It means that that ice cream is not the ordinary ice cream like butterscotch, vanilla or chocolate. It is something different. It is mixture of the different flavors. So this is what is meant by exotic. So they look perfect pets, exotic, quiet and tidy. And what is salmonella? You might have heard this word because you might have studied science, and science is of course studied in class 10th. It is a basic subject. So in science we study different diseases and the causing agents of the different diseases. So bacteria, viruses and different microorganisms cause different diseases. So salmonella is a type of bacteria, a species of bacteria which causes salmonella typhi. So salmonella typhi is a bacteria species causing typhoid. So here also it is telling that salmonella infections are being caused. But lizards and other pets can harbor a salmonella bacterium that makes people sick. So what is the meaning of harbor? Harbor means when ship is put on a port, it means that the ship is actually harboring on the port. It means that it is staying on that port. Similarly, harbor means in this case that lizards के ऊपर salmonella bacteria बैठ जाता है, जिसके कारण people बीमार पड़ जाते हैं. Example 2. These enormous rivers quite inconsistent, sometimes shift or not. First we have to, this is what we have discussed, but in this also we have to arrange these 4 sentences. So these are the 4 options. So try arranging the sentences first by yourself. So at first they look, so here the starting is by at first. So obviously the first sentence will be then exotic, quiet and tidy. So these pets have been talked about and have been continually talked about in the second statement, that but lizards and other pets. So इधर भी pets word included है, इधर भी pets word included है, और ये वाला pet word इधर continuity में है, but lizards and other pets can harbor a salmonella bacterium that makes people sick. So this will be the second statement. And people can get infected by handling reptiles and then touching their mouths or an open cut. And then we have to arrange sentence A and sentence C. These both sentences are left. So first we have to introduce people to reptiles. So this statement actually introduces to reptiles that people can get infected by handling reptiles. So reptiles word here, noun, is first introduced in this sentence, and subsequently in sentence number C, a study estimates in 1995 there were as many 6,700 reptiles. So ये जो reptile यहाँ पे इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ है उसका ही डिटेल यहाँ पे दिया गया है. तो A का जो सब्सिक्वेंट पॉइंट होगा वो होगा C. तो B, D, C, A, C is the answer. So this option is correct. Example 2. These enormous rivers, quite inconsistent, sometimes shifting, often branching and edging in manners that defy explanation and prediction, occasionally cause disastrous results. One example is El Nino, the periodic catastrophe that plagues the west coast of America. It is rich in life. This coast is normally caressed by the cold, rich Humboldt Current. Usually the Humboldt hugs the shore and extends 200 to 300 miles out to sea. It fosters the largest commercial fishery in the world and is the name of one of the mightiest game fish on record, the black marlin. So game fish and black marlin. So these are the new words which we will be discussing. What is the meaning of eddying? You might have seen the river. जब रिवर बहती है तो वो एक पाथ पे नहीं बहती, वो डिफरेंट पाथ्स लेती है. जहाँ पे उसको रास्ता मिलता है वो वहाँ पे बहने लग जाती है. तो सिमिलरली हियर ऑल्सो quite inconsistent, shifting and often branching and eddying. Here also it is irregular flow. So eddying means irregular, not so regular. And one example is El Nino. So have you heard about El Nino and La Nino? La Nina? Yes, these are the two currents. El Nino is generally seen is a water current which is seen in Pacific Ocean. So this is a water current which you might have studied in geography. And catastrophe. What is the meaning of catastrophe? Catastrophe means natural calamity. So there is a case in which a mine was flooded by the nearby lake, but that does not count into catastrophe because because of human reasons or human negligence the mine was flooded. But consider that in Himachal Pradesh or Uttarakhand there are many landslides, and due to which many people die, and the cars actually are the victims of accidents. So in this case it will be considered as a natural calamity. So what is natural calamity in here? Landslide is a natural calamity, flood is a natural calamity, avalanche is a natural calamity. Avalanche is actually a shifting of snow in the form of glaciers or in the form of snowstorm. So this is the meaning of catastrophe. Next is Humboldt Current. Have you heard the word Humboldt? There is one continent, South America, in the world. So it is situated in eastern side of the world map if we consider world as a flat. So South America has one country which is Peru country. So the current in Peru country is also called as Humboldt Current. So Peru Current, another word or synonym is Humboldt Current. So Humboldt Current is actually Peru Current. And what is game fish? This is a quite fascinating word. You know that in order to earn livelihood, people engage in various activities, and by engaging in various activities, they earn their livelihood or they earn their subsistence, so that they can actually live and get food, clothes, water for their needs. So fishing is also one such livelihood which is practiced in the seashore areas. So what is game fish? Game fish is actually the synonym of sport fish. Sport fish It is also a quite fascinating term. In many countries, the fishes are actually reared so as to get meat out of them, or oil, or many other products. So this was also a game fish, and the name of the game fish here referred is black marlin. So this is the name of the game fish. So this is what we have discussed about the new terms here which have come. Now let us rearrange the sentences. So there are 4 options, A, B, C, D. Try arranging these options first by yourself. So here we can see that 2 sentences have this is the one example is El Nino, the periodic catastrophe that plagues the west coast of America. So this can be considered as the first sentence because this is actually the introduction. El Nino से इंट्रोड्यूस करा रहे हैं और इसमें ये पता लग रहा है कि फर्स्टली किसके बारे में बात हो रही है. एक ओशन करंट है जिसका नाम है एल नीनो और वो क्या करता है, वो कहाँ पे है, वेस्ट कोस्ट ऑफ अमेरिका में सिचुएटेड है. सो दिस इज़ द बेसिक स्टेटमेंट, इसलिए ये पहले आएगा. तो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन विल बी ए. देन अब इसमें एक कोस्ट की बात हो रही है जिसका नाम है वेस्ट कोस्ट. सो उस फॉर डिस्क्राइबिंग वेस्ट कोस्ट, which statement is there to describe west coast? C statement is there to describe west coast. So this coast is normally carried by cold rich Humboldt current. So यही coast को यहाँ पे describe किया गया है, इसलिए ये C point आएगा. Then usually the Humboldt hugs the shore, and अब यहाँ पे एक और noun use हुआ है जो कि first time introduce हुआ है. तो then we have to describe this noun in subsequent statement, और subsequent statement जिसमें इसका description हो रहा है वो है point number D. Usually the Humboldt hugs the shore and extends 200 to 300 miles. So here D will come. And last में in last we can tell that both the El Nino as well as Humboldt current have been concluded in point number B. So this will come in last. So here this option is actually giving this sequence. The answer is C. And there is one more word which we have left, which is miles. So mile is also a numerical unit. You know about kilometer, but 1 mile equals to 1.6 kilometer. So mile is actually a bigger unit compared to kilometer. So we have discussed this question. And next question, example 3. If you were used to having your stimulation coming from outside, your mind never develops its own habits of thinking and reflecting. Marx thought that religion was the opiate because it soothed people's pain and suffering and prevented them from rising in rebellion. If Karl Marx was alive today, he would say that television is the opiate of the people. Television and similar entertainments are even more of an opiate because of their addictive tendencies. So this is example number 3, and we have to arrange them. So first try it by yourself. So consider that if we introduce somebody, if we tell that Karl Marx is a person here which has been mentioned. So firstly he is also a noun, but there is one more approach of handling for handling these parajumble questions. So another approach is that Karl Marx is a long term and he has to be substituted by pronoun. मतलब Karl Marx एक noun है, उसकी जगह he यूज़ करेंगे दूसरे सेंटेंसेस में जो कि उसके बाद में आएंगे. So first we should discuss about the different words which you might have not heard. One is opiate. You might have heard the word opium. Opium is actually a drug which is derived from plant substituents. So Marx thought that religion was the opium. He compared it to opium. And what is rebellion? Rebellion is if there are two parties A and B, and if A's ideas B does not like, then B party can rebel against the A party and can cause bloodshed or can be verbally abused, etc. So this is actually what is rebellion. So now let us arrange these. Example number 3. So here first word is Karl Marx. So Karl Marx has been introduced first in this statement, so this will come in first. Then Karl Marx was alive today, he would say that television is the opiate of the people. So here the starting of the sentence by Karl Marx. Then what idea Karl Marx have, मतलब Karl Marx को इंट्रोड्यूस करने के बाद उसका आइडिया, उसकी डिटेल नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस में दी जाएगी, जो कि है पॉइंट नंबर बी, क्योंकि और कोई पॉइंट कार्ल मार्क्स के बारे में डायरेक्टली बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो सी बी. देन वी हैव टू चूज बिटवीन डी एंड ए. सो यहाँ पर फर्स्टली टेलीविजन एंड सिमिलर एंटरटेनमेंट्स आर इवन मोर ऑफ एन ओपिएट बिकॉज ऑफ द एडिक्टिव टेंडेंसीज. सो यहाँ पर फर्स्ट टाइम नाउन्स यूज़ हो रहे हैं, टेलीविजन एंड अदर थिंग्स, इसके बारे में डिटेल वापस से पॉइंट नंबर ए में दी जा रही है. So same case like what we have discussed in point number C and B. Karl Marx first introduced in C point, then detail in B. Similarly, this point has the introduction and the detail of this point is in point B. So it will come after point D. So the arrangement will be C, B, D, A. Answer will be D. By reasoning we mean the mental process of drawing an inference from two or more statements or going from the inference of the state to the statements which yield that inference. So logical reasoning covers those type of questions which imply drawing an inference from the problems. Logic means, if we take its original meaning, the science of valid reasoning. Clearly, for understanding arguments and for drawing the inference correctly, it is necessary that we should understand the statements first. So this is actually there is no hard words in this, and we have to just arrange them logically. And it is also, this paragraph is also talking about logic and reasoning only. So try arranging this. So first, as we have discussed, that first we have to start with the introductory line. So here generally क्या होता है कि if we try to give any summary of a topic, or if we want to know a topic better, we first look into the definition of that topic, then subsequently we give details of that topic. So here also first we have to give the meaning of the words in this topic, and then we will subsequently give the detail of that topic. So here the meaning has been clearly told in point number C. So point number C will come in first. Then logic means, if we take its original meaning, the science of valid reasoning. So अभी पहले वाले क्वेश्चन में अपन ने हम्बोल्ट करंट के बारे में डिस्कस किया था. सो हम्बोल्ट करंट में जब वो लास्ट में आ रहा था, उसकी डिटेल नेक्स्ट सब्सिक्वेंट स्टेटमेंट में दी गई थी. सिमिलरली यहाँ पर वैलिड रीजनिंग लास्ट में आ रहा है, तो इसकी डिटेल नेक्स्ट इसका जो स्टेटमेंट है वो नेक्स्ट स्टेटमेंट की स्टार्टिंग होगा. तो सी के बाद आएगा ए. आई थिंक दैट यू माइट हैव अंडरस्टूड द लॉजिक एंड रीजन. सो सी के बाद ए. देन वी हैव टू इंट्रोड्यूस. सो बाय रीजनिंग के मीनिंग बताने के बाद रीजनिंग की डिटेल. तो रीजनिंग की डिटेल है पॉइंट नंबर बी में. सो लॉजिकल रीजनिंग कवर्स दोस टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस व्हिच इंप्लाई ड्राइंग एन इन्फ्रेंस फ्रॉम द प्रॉब्लम. सो बी विल कम, एंड एट लास्ट it is a conclusion line which will be there. So the option which has this CABD will be this. The answer is B. Now this is actually one more paragraph. 9 girls in the senior class at Royal Oak Midge High School went through graduation ceremonies last week, but they didn't graduate. They got blank diplomas instead. Marx had warned them a year ago that he would have no organized cliques in a school, and the girls promised to disband. But when we found that 3 societies were still going, Principal Marks docked each of the 36 offenders 10 study credits to be made up in summer school. It was Principal Mills W. Marks' way of punishing them for belonging high school sororities illegal in Michigan. So, this is a paragraph. You might some people among you or some students among you have gone to hostel in your school life or maybe in college life, and when you went to hostel, if you are a girl, then there are some कुछ ग्रुप बनाए जाते हैं गर्ल्स के लिए, उनके वेलफेयर के लिए, सो दैट गर्ल्स को अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आए तो वो अपने सीनियर्स को उस ग्रुप के थ्रू बता सकती हैं. तो ऐसे ही ग्रुप्स को बोला जाता है sororities. So in this school also sororities were formed, but in that country sororities were illegal. So but these girls, 9 girls, in spite of sororities forming being illegal, उन्होंने बनाई sororities, और इसके कारण जो कि Mark, who was the principal, got offended and he wanted the girls to go away, and he also deducted their marks and credits. मतलब जो उनको क्रेडिट मिलने चाहिए थे 10 क्रेडिट्स, उनको वो नहीं दिए गए क्योंकि उन्होंने मार्क्स की बात नहीं मानी. So what there's one more word, clique. Clique का meaning, you might have some hobbies, like you might love music, you might love painting, you might love running, or you might love sports. But do you know that whenever you have a group of musicians around you or a group of painters around you, you think that no one other should come in that group. So if they are of different field, because you have same mindset, you discuss similar things, you try to intermingle with each other and try to make other people go. So this is what is clique. मतलब एक musicians या किसी भी painters का group, that is what clique. And what is the meaning of docked? You might have heard the word dockyard. So you have visited the port area? Yes, you might have visited in the seashore, or there is a port area located where the ships dock. It means that ship load and unload, and ships stay there and prepare themselves for the next voyage. So docked here but means that stay, to put them on stay or to remove them. It was principle, and I have discussed the meaning of sororities. So this is actually an example which has been given in the form of statement. So there were 9 girls who actually went to a particular school in which Mark was the head, and those 9 girls did not obey the Mark's what Mark had to tell, and because of that Mark did not give them credit and also docked them out of that school. So this was the Mark way of punishing. So this is how we can arrange the paragraph. So now try arranging, and these are the options by yourself first. So first we should start that Marx had warned them all year ago. So first we should start with the statement which tells that why this particular thing happened of rusticating them or suspending them, because he found that 3 societies were still going. So this is the base statement, a basic statement, therefore it will come in first. Then और वो कौन बच्चे थे जिनको ये सफ़र करना पड़ा, then the actual victims of that will come. So the statement which are victim is A. Then अब वो victims थे, तो because of them being victims, उनके साथ क्या हुआ, they were not giving diplomas, so they were giving blank diplomas or empty diplomas. So this is the result of that. So it will become it will coming later. Then ये सब करने का किसने ऐसा किया? Who did? Mark did. And what was this his way of punishing? Yes, this was his way of punishing. So this is the concluding line which will come in end. So the answer which has this sequence will be the answer. So this will be the answer. Now let us go to the next one. By 10 a.m. crowds had jammed every available inch in the whole caucus room. Motion picture and television cameras stood trapper to trapper. Electrical cables matted the floor like jungle vines. Both crowds and cameramen had come with a single purpose: to watch James Casper Petrillo, the union boss of all US musicians, drop into the legislative meat grinder and publicly reduced to scrapple. The House Education and Labour Committee was in bitter and bilious mood because its members had spent 6 days investigating Petrillo's performance. So in this case, first we should know the different words which have come here. So jammed. What is the meaning of jam? Jam means when there is not no proper route. Consider a situation when you are driving on road and there is a clog of vehicles, or there are so many vehicles ahead, before, side of you. So you are actually stuck in between. So this is actually a jam situation in which you are placed in. So here also, because of so many people together, the crowd had jammed. And what is caucus? Caucus is a place where people discuss, and not ordinary people. The legislative members or the MPs or MLAs discuss things, then that place is called caucus. And you might, when you walk in a jungle, if you walk, then do you feel comfortable walking in a jungle? No, because there are many stones, there are many shrubs, there are many herbs, there are many small plants which grow, which actually come in between your way, and you are not able to walk so fluently, So you tremble, you rubble around the stones, and because of this your speed also gets decreased. So what all come in between so as to cause your जिससे आपको चलने में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. तो क्या क्या आ सकते हैं? श्रब्स आ सकते हैं बीच में, हर्ब्स आ सकती हैं, और वाइन्स आ सकती हैं. So this is what is jungle vines. So jungle vines has been compared here. So if there are many electrical cables, consider a situation in which the electrical cables have been put randomly and they are intersecting with each other at, बस वो एक जाल के जैसे बन गया. तो वो जाल के जैसे बनना इलेक्ट्रिकल केबल्स का, उसको क्या कहा है? जंगल वाइन्स हियर. Both crowds and cameramen had come with a single purpose. अब now यहाँ पर एक न्यू वर्ड है, legislative meat grinder. What is the meaning of legislative meat grinder? If there are two parties, A and B. I won't name the parties. Consider any two parties, A and B. And if A party does not want, or is not so convinced by the B party's movements, so it will try that the B party should collapse. So what will it do? It will do some illegal acts against it, or it may try some way out to get B party quashed. It can happen in countries also. Suppose करिए कि एक कंट्री है A और दूसरी कंट्री है B. A कंट्री वॉर किस एंगेज हो गई है B कंट्री के साथ, and when it has engaged in war, the people of A country have been killed by people of B mercilessly. So the killing of people of country A has actually what is meat grinding. But in this case, legislative meat grinding means because of the decision of a legislator, maybe it MLA या फिर MP, किसी के भी डिसीजन के कारण अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन अराइज हुई जिसमें बहुत ज़्यादा ब्लड शेड हुआ, देन इट इज़ कंसिडर्ड एज लेजिस्लेटिव मीट ग्राइंडिंग. And what is scrapple? Scrapple is pieces. So anything broken into pieces is what is scrapple. And bilious. Bilious is actually what is bitter, not good, not sweet mood. So this is what is bilious. So try arranging these sentences first by yourself. So first, what happened that there was one person here, Patrillo, who has actually not done good work, and people have actually got investigated, have done, people ने investigation start किया कि this person Patrillo के कारण हमें क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. तो जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन स्टार्ट हुआ तो पता चला कि उसने क्या क्या किया. व्हाट ही डिड, ही एक्चुअली क्रिएटेड अ सिचुएशन ऑफ लेजिस्लेटिव मीट ग्राइंडिंग एक्सेट्रा. बट उससे पहले क्या हुआ कि कैमरामैन वहाँ पे थे, वहाँ पे क्राउड इकट्ठा हुआ, और फिर देन इट वॉज डिस्कस दैट लेजिस्लेटिव मीट ग्राइंडिंग वॉज एक्चुअली डन. सो फर्स्ट इवेंट वुड बी दैट इन्वेस्टिगेशन. सो द पॉइंट नंबर डी विल कम फर्स्ट. देन उसके बाद कैमरास वगैरह प्लेस हुए, एक सीन क्रिएट हुआ. दैट मीन्स दैट अ सीन और scene is being visualized by the author here, that cameraman came, then the crowd also came, and then the legislative meat grinder was discussed. So point number B will come next. Then point number A, it means that then crowd came, and it actually the crowd was in a large number, so as to cause jam. It means that there was no place to stand there. So then DPA, and as a result what was discussed is legislative meat grinding, and the result is also discussed in end, that the Patrillo was publicly reduced to scrapple. So this is how the image of Patrillo deteriorated. So this is the result of the investigations of the meeting of people. जब crowd आया, कैमरामैन आए, उस प्लेस पे वो जो मीटिंग हुई, उसका आउटकम क्या हुआ कि Patrillo की रेपुटेशन डिक्रीज हुई. So this is what is the outcome. So the answer which has this sequence is D, B, A, C. This is the answer. Now let us look the next one. In the refined splendor of the Hotel Ritz-Carlton last week, some 1,500 diplomats and millionaires and their ladies gathered to sip champagne and liberal pastries in honor of Hotel's 50th birthday. The affair was Paris' biggest and smartest since the liberation. None contributed more glitteringly to the litter than a white-haired little woman who greeted them at entrance in fluent French, English, or Spanish. She was 81-year-old Mary Lucy Mimi Ritz, widow of a man who founded the hotel and thereby made his name a synonym of ultra fashionable. So this is a paragraph, and we have to actually इसका सबसे पहले आपको इन सेंटेंस को कनेक्ट करने के लिए इसको सेंटेंसेस को थारोली पढ़ना पड़ेगा, फिर ये समझना पड़ेगा कि पूरी स्टोरी, इसको एक स्टोरी फॉर्मेट में समझना पड़ेगा. सो what happened, first we have to discuss the different words. So splendor means pomp. So if I have gone to a birthday party which was very fascinating, which was actually a mind blowing, which was so engrossing, and which was so good that I can't help appreciating it, so that was a splendor party. It means that the party fascinated me, it was pomp, it was wow. So this is how splendor word is used. Party can be splendor, a person's way of talking to people can be splendor, a person's writing skills can be splendor, and event management function can be splendor, marriage function can be splendor. So these are examples of splendor. You know what is champagne? Champagne is a kind of drink, and nibble pastries. You might have eaten chocolate pastries, strawberry pastries, or something like butterscotch pastry. So these are very delicious. But if you had gone to a 5-star hotel or a big hotel, and if you have gone to breakfast or lunch, taken lunch in that, then you might have heard that, you might have seen that there is not one variety or 2 or 3 variety of pastries. There are many varieties of pastries, and they actually give bits and bits of pastries. It means that they give small size pastries. So those small size pastries of different varieties is what is nibble pastries. So different pastries with in pieces is nibble pastries. So next word is glitteringly. Glitteringly means shiny. It means that pomp. It is also associated with pomp and show. The next word, so these are the words which we have discussed. Now let us arrange the paragraph. So first we should start with the woman. So we should first introduce the woman. So here the woman has been introduced in the last statement, that is D, that she was Mimi. And why she was called Mimi? Because she was the widow of a person who was and therefore she was patronymed as Mimi. And this is how first sentence will be D. पहले जो सेंटेंस है उसका जो पूरा जो सेंटेंस जो भी पैराग्राफ है उसका इंट्रोडक्टरी पर्सन के बारे में बात की जाएगी. तो फर्स्टली मिमी के बारे में बात की गई, इसलिए डी पॉइंट फर्स्ट में है. देन अब मिमी के बारे में डिस्क्रिप्शन, क्योंकि अभी तक हमने यही देखा कि फर्स्टली उस पर्सन को इंट्रोड्यूस कराया जाता है, फिर उसकी डिटेलिंग सब्सिक्वेंट सेंटेंसेस में की जाती है. तो इसमें भी इन दिस ऑल्सो सी सेंटेंस में डिटेलिंग की गई है दैट शी वॉज वेरी फ्लुएंट इन इंग्लिश, French and Spanish, and how she looked. She had white haired, so she was white haired, she was fluent. This is how Mimi was described here. Then the next sentence is that how was the event. So this is all इससे पहले सारा डिस्क्रिप्शन था मिमी के बारे में. अब जब इवेंट की बात हो रही है तो इवेंट कैसा था. हाउ वाज द इवेंट. It was the splendor of the Hotel Ritz Garden. So here description of event will come at later than that. And वो जो description of event था उसको दूसरे event से compare किया जाए जो कि same country में हो रहे, तो वो कैसा किस place पे stand करेगा. So it was very good as compared to other events which were happening in Paris. So that's why the concluding line will be a general statement in which it will be compared to the events which are happening in Paris at the same time. So this will be the concluding line. The option which has this sequence will be the answer. So this is the answer. So this is all what we have discussed about para jumbles today. And I hope you have understood. We have discussed about the noun pronoun relationship, that firstly noun पहले आता है, then pronoun आता है, and then we have discussed that firstly a person is introduced, then the detailing of the person is given, and then subsequently the concluding line in comparison to that statement is given. So this is how we actually answer the questions related to para jumble. So you have to practice these because it's like more practice, more marks. So till then you practice these questions and bye.